I see it as my responsibility. If I do not do these things, why was I saved from what I went through? I should be dead. I think I would start with different coaches this time. People who don't just work on your business, but on you as a person. It's a more holistic approach.
Just because we're women, we're here just to attract other women. But we have a lot of value that we can add to everyone.
Absolutely.
And I find, I don't know if this is true
I
for you.
love watching it with you.
Thank you. I don't know if this is true for you, but I find it really hard to find other women who I can look up to, who are doing big things that I want to do.
Yeah.
But I know that you're really good at connecting with people and making relationships. So who are some of your biggest role models and how did you find them?
That's a great question too. So Barbara Corcoran is my first role model. I used to watch her on Shark Tales. She has a book. I think it's called Tales of a Shark, and it's about her journey in real estate. Have you ever read it?
No.
Okay, so if you are new to real estate and you're finding your way, go out and buy this book right now.
It's called Shark Tales.
It's, Tales of a Shark. It's Barbara Corcoran's first book.
Okay.
And it basically gives the blueprint of her career in New York City and what she was doing and how she had nothing. And her boyfriend at the time tried to steal her did steal her business, actually. He took it from her. All these different things this woman went through. And I literally did the same exact things. So in her book, she talked about if you don't have any money, but you need to look professional, buy a coat. Because you live in New York City, you're going to use a coat. And no one ever questions when you wear a really nice coat a lot of times because most people don't have a lot of coats. So this is the first thing I did. I got a nice coat to look the part. She has this other saying. It's if you need curb appeal, paint the rocks white. And basically it was just like you can make things look better than they are. You don't have to redo the whole house. Cleaning, she would always say clean from the corners in. All these little things that like really helped me out in my career. I think she's amazing. I love that book so much. So she's one. Another one for me would be, I'm meeting new people. I had the good fortune yesterday of meeting Krista Mashore. And you ever have somebody that you're drawn to and you don't know why? Mm-hmm. You're like, you don't know them, right? You have that social, parasocial relationship. Mm-hmm. And you're like, I don't know why this person's energy, like I just like them. So yesterday I got to interview her and I figured out exactly why I really like her. It's because she's walked in my path. She went before me. And I just really respect a lot of those people who can be vulnerable and talk about how hard it was and how they had to overcome. And they're not hiding the information. They're not like, oh, it's mine, you can't have it. They're giving it to you to use. So those have been some of my role models. I would say Krista and Barbara. My mom, when I was little, she was like the original New York City commuter. I don't know if you guys have seen the movies. The slouch socks and the suits in the 90s. That was my mom. She worked as a librarian in a law office. And the Me Too movement was not a thing back then. She would come home crying because attorneys were brutal and really treated her awful. And HR did not give a shit back then. You don't like it, leave. Those were the options. So I want to say that my mom has been a huge role model for me too, as a woman in the workplace.
Is that where you'd say you get your courage from? Because I noticed that maybe you're not fearless, but you fear less than most people. Like you don't have any problems going up to people, introducing yourself, ask them questions. Hey, can I interview you? Moving markets. You moved from New Jersey to Texas with nothing and started over your whole real estate business. So like, how do you tap into that and how do you cultivate that?
You have to realize what you're doing and why you're doing it. I see it as my responsibility. If I do not do these things, why was I saved from what I went through? I should be dead. The statistics on women who have experienced what I went through, many of us do not make it. The homicide level is very, very high. The amount of times that like I was choked up against the wall and had a seizure and woke up, right? Like that God gave me a purpose in my life. And I know that I'm here for a reason. So I see it as being irresponsible to waste this opportunity and not do those things that I know are going to expand myself and expand those who are in my circle.
That's super powerful. And thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that, because a lot of people don't share their stories. And by you sharing your story, you really connect with people that you don't know, that you might inspire, So
That's my goal.
yeah, that's awesome. I do want to ask you though, like if you were to start again now, what would you do differently, or would you do anything differently?
I started off in a different coaching organization, and I think it was good for what it was. At this point, I would have, just because I know such better coaches and I have had a lot of mentors, I think I would start with different coaches this time. People who don't just work on your business, but on you as a person. It's a more holistic approach. As an entrepreneur, you're not just producing income, you're producing a better you. And if you have a coach that only cares about your income, you're missing a lot.